Well, hello again to all the boys and girls out there in YouTube land watching. Georgia Beer Reviews back at you today with another one. And boy, do I have something special today, folks. I have got from Evil Twin Brewing Company the big ass money stout. I've been wanting to try this for many, many years. Huge shout out to Robert, the Whiskey Scout from the great state of Kansas. He sent me this along with some other really cool stuff. So huge shout out to you, Robert, the Whiskey Scout. The Whiskey Scouts channel will be listed in the description below. One of the best whiskey reviewers on YouTube. If you haven't already checked out his channel, please go do so. He is also a regular now on Stout Sunday, so you've probably seen him on my channel as well, but he does some incredible whiskey reviews, and he sent me this beer. I cannot get this here. I do get Evil Twin beers in the state of Georgia, but I've never gotten anything like this. The reason being, this is a 17.2% Imperial Stout. I cannot legally buy anything in the state of Georgia over 14%. They don't sell it. Now you can go buy wine and liquor, but for whatever reason, you can't buy any beer over 14%. So very excited to try this. I don't think I've ever had a stout this high. The closest I've come has been the Goose Island Bourbon County Stout at 15.2. So never had this one or anything like this really, any stout of this magnitude. An interesting thing about this is it's actually brewed with a little bit of frozen pizza. It says, two old friends and brewers decided to go crazy together, and once again, this time they met stateside to brew a rich, over-the-top, and unique stout guaranteed to impact your taste buds. This big-ass stout contains two essential ingredients that unite Stavanger and New York. Beer and pizza are the two ingredients, I guess. All right, enough blabbing. Let's get into it. Thanks so much again, Robert the Whiskey Scout. Man, I'm excited about this one. Here's your pour. Very thick, as you would expect, for 17.2%er. Got some nice head on it. Look at that. Not bad at all for 17.2%. A nice, very deep, brown colored, creamy looking head. The appearance, jet black. It did pour like motor oil, very thick. Not really smelling any booze. I'm definitely smelling the roast. Some hops. Almost smells like a Russian Imperial Stout at this point. Some dark chocolate. One thing about this particular brew is that it is Evil Twin, which is out of New York. It says produced and bottled for Evil Twin Brewing at Westbrook in Mount Pleasant, South Carolina. So this is actually brewed at the Westbrook Brewery for Evil Twin. And it's distributed by 12% LLC in Brooklyn. So very pleasant aroma, very rich. You're definitely getting all the roasty qualities that you'd expect from a stout. Some hop action, like a Russian Imperial Stout, that type of thing, much like the old Rasputin. That's kind of what it's reminding me of. I'm not getting any pizza dough or anything like that. I think that's mostly gimmicky, but maybe on the palate. Robert said he was getting some dough-like qualities. Michael Kormaroff as well, so we'll see. It smells very good, though. Definitely doesn't smell like a 17.2% ABV bomb, for sure. So let's get into it, guys. Cheers. Wow. Very smooth. The fact that this head is sticking around is very impressive to me. It's very creamy head as well. I took that sip, got that creamy foam. Um, very, very smooth, guys. Dark chocolate. Very, very deeply, darkly toasted bread. Not charred, but definitely some dark toasted bread notes in the middle. It is very heavy, 17.2%. The body is very heavy. You could say that there's maybe a little bit of like a doughiness to it because it is very thick. I don't know if I would go into pizza dough though. It's very sweet too in the middle, almost like a bourbon barrel aged type thing where you get that little bit of a berry note, like a mixed berry type thing. I'm getting a little bit of that. It is very bready. It is very malty. It's not really bitter. I was expecting a little bit of bitterness from the aroma because it had that Russian Imperial Stout type quality that I picked up with the Old Rasputin, which is a very, very bitter beer. I believe it's like 70 to 80 IBUs, somewhere in there for that one. That's from North Coast Brewing Company. That's a world-class stout, but it's very, very bitter. And typically the Russian Imperials, I don't necessarily gravitate towards those as much as the bourbon barrel aged stuff and the higher alcohol, higher alcohol stuff like this, because I don't necessarily like all that bitterness with a stout. I like the malt forward presentation that stouts can offer, and this is one of them. Very malty, very bready, very chocolatey, malty sweet in the middle, some caramel notes as well in there. Very bready, so you could say doughy. I mean, I'm not getting anything that yells pizza. Like I said, I think that's mostly a gimmick. They don't want the beer to taste like, in your face with the pizza, but it's very enjoyable. The alcohol is masked exceptionally well. It does have like a barrel aged quality to it. The more I'm sipping on it, the aroma, the taste with the berry note. Mm. This is a winner, guys. If you can find this beer, definitely check it out. I think it was $27.99 for the 4-pack in Kansas that Robert bought. Um, really, really good stuff. One of the better stouts that I've had. And this is not even barrel aged. So what does that tell you? This is excellent, excellent, excellent. Um, I know I'm going a little bit long with this review. I'm just having a hard time putting everything together here. It's just that good. My words, my vocabulary, I don't think is really going to do this beer justice. I mean, it's getting up there, guys. Carbonation is actually almost on the medium side with this, which for a beer this heavy and this high alcohol, it's pretty impressive that they can have that kind of carbonation with this high alcohol. Mm. It's a winner. Um, I can see how you could, Robert and Michael are getting that the bready, like the doughiness, I guess. For to me, it's just more like bread, but I can see where the pizza kind of comes into play a little bit. Like I said, though, I think it's more gimmicky than anything. I mean, if you're buying this beer and you expect it to just taste like a, pizza, you're gonna be disappointed. But you're not gonna be disappointed if you want a world class stout because that's exactly what this is. I think Robert the Whiskey Scout gave it a 99 last Stout Sunday, and I am in agreement with that. I'm going to go with a 99 out of 100. It's damn near perfect. It's in the world class range. It's bready. It's boozy in the best possible ways. It's almost got that barrel aged type thing with the berry notes. You get in the dark chocolate, the toffee, caramel, a little bit of vanilla, a nice little hot bite, but it's definitely more malty. It's just excellent. I mean, I really can't say enough good things about this beer. So I would definitely recommend checking it out if you can get these super high alcohol beers in your area. If you can find Evil Twin, this is one to go for. Absolutely incredible. 17.2% is masked exceptionally well. It is warming going down. It is a little bit boozy, but it's 17.2%. What do you expect? But it doesn't drink like that high. It drinks more like a 11 percenter, maybe. Um, Excellent, guys. World class beer, 99 out of 100. I have talked long enough. Definitely check this beer out if you can. Thanks again to Robert the Whiskey Scout. I really, really appreciate it. You've got some beers coming your way very soon, my friend. And please, everybody, go check out Robert the Whiskey Scout. His channel is posted in the description below. If you enjoy whiskey and whiskey reviews, some of the best ones out there from Robert the Whiskey Scout. So anyway, that'll do it for this beer review, guys. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. Buy this beer if you can. It's worth the money. It's absolutely delightful. So until next time, everybody, cheers.